It's the only time I don't take naps, but the only time actually I have taken naps before, but the only time I ever feel like taking naps is this specific set of circumstances where the sun is on its way down, it's past noon, and it's coming in through the window on me, and the warmth that it generates is such a soft warmth that just sucks the energy out of me like a fucking energy vampire.
An energy vampire?
An energy vampire. Like that energy succubus is riding my dong.
Only during the daylight, though.
Yeah, only during the daylight. Like, night I have to, like, force myself to go to sleep. I asked the question last night. I was like, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, why am I still awake?
I didn't ask myself that at 2 in the morning because I was already asleep.
Yeah, I know you were. I sent a fucking text message to a family member last night, not realizing that it was the wee hours of the morning, and I was like, I'm not going to get a response.
Oh my god.
Like, I was so out of touch with time.
I remembered those days where I was out of touch with time. That's when I was still in school.
School was like the only time that kept me in touch with time.
It's like 2 a.m. It's like, what is life?
Like, I spend all my... Now that
I'm still fully awake.
Yeah, now it's like
10:30. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah, but that's because your schedule is consistently waking up early in the morning to go to work. My work doesn't start till the afternoon during the weekdays, and at 10 in the morning on the weekends. So, like, still reasonably later in the morning. So I can stay up till 2 in the morning and then go to sleep and wake up at 10.
Oh.
Except on the weekends.
This is episode 14, by the way. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm still not better. I'm still kind of sick.
Yes.
I'm like probably 85% better.
He's still down
compared
with
to
the
last
sickness.
week. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got fucking sick.
You went to a hospital, and that's how you got sick. Hospitals make people sicker. That's a known fact.
No, it's not
It's a known fact. They don't fix people, though. They make you sicker.
It's not like I wanted to be inside the hospital room and just like hang out with all the sick people. Like, I'm outside all the time.
Did the person that was coughing that entire time, were they covering their mouth?
No, they were not covering their
That's when
mouth.
you go over there and you punch them in the face.
No, I don't punch women.
Then you say, hey, ma'am, sitting next to me, you see that woman over there? Can you go slap her? Can you go punch her in the face? You're a woman. You can hit her. I can't hit her, but you can hit her. And say, what the fuck's wrong with you? Were you never taught manners? Were you never taught to cover your mouth when you cough because you're spewing them germs all over? In a hospital waiting room.
It wasn't a hospital. Okay, it was like a doctor's office.
Still a doctor's office where people might already be sick or might be immunocompromised, and you're just spreading that sickness. You need to stop it. Stop being such a piece of shit.
That's what fucking masks are for.
Yeah, but we're not. This isn't Japan. We're not Asians.
But it doesn't matter. You still use it if you're sick.
How many sick people in America do you see that aren't Asian? Do you see walking around with masks on and aren't weeaboos that you see walking around with masks on when they're sick?
A lot at a hospital. I see a lot of people
because
they make you wear it.
Yeah, that's in a hospital. I'm talking like out in the public.
I'm not talking about public. I'm talking about at a hospital.
Yeah, but she wasn't a patient though, right? She was just visiting.
No, she was a patient. She was sick.
But she wasn't admitted, is what I mean. She wasn't staying at the hospital.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like at the doctor's office though. Well, at the doctor's office that I was at.
Yeah, and
there were people inside wearing masks, but she was the only one that wasn't, and then she was like in the corner.
Her mouth.
Yeah, she wasn't covering her mouth. She was being a fucking asshole.
Hey, man, them breads, them wheats and them sourdoughs, they spread fast.
Yeah.
Because like I forgot what the actual number was, but when you sneeze or something and you don't cover it up, it like it exits at like it was like 90 miles an hour or something like that.
Oh my god, my sneezes are faster than Usain Bolt.
Imagine Usain Bolt sneeze. Imagine Usain Bolt sneezing while running.
Wouldn't that slow him down?
Probably a fraction of a whatever the fuck they use to measure the energy exerted by a fraction of a joule. I don't know.
per SPS, sneezes per second.
Because I don't know. I guess it's a little bit of force in the opposite direction.
Probably. So it's like taking over. It's like passing the baton.
I doubt
with
it.
your
I
own
doubt
mouth.
it affects it too much, though.
Yeah, but regardless, that freaking asshole got me sick.
Yeah, well, that's sad
That's
news.
the moral of the story.
That's some sad news. Let's talk about a little bit of good news. Not really talk about, but just mention some good news.
All right, you started off.
Yeah, fucking that the lawsuit between Jim Sterling and Digital Homicide that's been going on for fucking ever. It's finally been dismissed today. They reached a conclusion that they were going to just dismiss the case. I believe, though, part of the stipulation of that was that each party would pay their own respective legal fees, so it cost both them a lot of money just to fucking sit here for years dancing around each other. And not years, like a year. And two, Jim isn't allowed to try to sue them back, basically.
It's not like he wanted to in the first place. He just wanted that shit done.
Yeah. Stupid ass Digital Homicide making shitty ass games and shit, and then suing people for telling them the shitty ass games. Part of their sue happy spree was to sue 100 different Steam users for negative reviews on Steam.
Wow.
These are so out of touch.
That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Square Enix suing a bunch of like video game reviewers for giving Final Fantasy 15 like a bad review or something.
Or it's just like Nintendo being Nintendo. Oh!
The fuck was that?
I was making a point of how Nintendo's fucking terrible when it comes to...
You're trying to act like me?
I am you, Bruce.
No, the fuck you aren't. We are completely different people.
Fucking, now Jim can go back to making videos about Nintendo and bashing on him. That's what he does best.
Does he?
Yeah, he makes a couple, like talking just about how shitty the decisions they make are. Like he just recently did one talking about how the title of the video, I believe, was, I watched it, but I don't remember the title exactly. It was something like it is completely morally all right to pirate all of Nintendo's games. And then in the video he explains, about how fucking shitty they are about going after people who even just use footage of their games in their videos and stuff like that, and how the only way to actually avoid their lawyers' wraths is to become that Nintendo partner or whatever, like go through their system where that all the money will go to Nintendo and they'll just give you a portion of it, like give you an allowance, Jim Sterling says, of even though it's your content and Nintendo's doing nothing to earn this, they take the lion's share and you get a pittance.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, Nintendo's a piece of shit. Oh, but also about Nintendo, their co-founder of Nintendo America, Alan Stone, died today at the age of 71.
Oh, no, poor guy.
Poor dude, didn't even know who he was until I read the headline. I was like, who's it?
I did read a little bit of it on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
He said that if it wasn't for him, then Nintendo probably wouldn't even.
Yeah, he started up
US.
He started up like a company back in like the NES days or whatever, or before that, like bringing coin operated games to America that were Nintendo's.
He founded Nintendo of America.
Yeah.
Good man. Now look what you've done. I've done. You got the no. I'm talking about like what he did.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna.
You have a new president in the Nintendo of America, and he's fully aware that he's a fucking meme. Reggie Films Anime.
Mm-hmm.
I like calling him that though.
I like I said like 4 podcasts ago. I love you, Reggie. I don't like your company much, but I like you.
I think, like I said, 4 I think 4 podcasts ago. You should probably go back to being the president of Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
Because he was the president for that company for quite a while. And ban pineapples on pizza.
That's his first order. I'll be going back to once Nintendo finally fails.
I see that fucking smirk, Zach. I see that shit.
Yeah, Zach's in the background.
Effective immediately. Ban all pineapples on pizza.
Zach's a lover of pineapples.
Dude,
on pizza.
Salt and sweet on a pizza, pretty good. It's pretty good.
Whatever happened to sardines on pizzas?
What the fuck?
No, don't anchovies. Sorry, anchovies.
What the fuck?
Pizza with anchovies. What the fucking me? That was like a legitimate pizza topping
Put seafood
in the 90s.
Put seafood on pizza?
Yeah, anchovies.
What are you, Philip J. Fry?
I'm not saying there's a reason why that episode existed. It's because people used to put anchovies and shit on pizzas.
Those guys are weirdos.
I'm not like defending them. I personally don't care much. Well, actually, the last time I had a sardine or anchovy was years ago. I think I was like still in middle school or something. So my palate's definitely changed since then. So maybe I'd enjoy it, the salty fishiness along with the savory.
I mean, you do enjoy some really weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you probably put Vegemite and Marmite on a fucking pizza.
You know, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it.
You see? You do try some really interesting, odd things.
Well, again, like
for example...
Vegemite and Marmite aren't that odd. They're just not... We're not used to it here in America. Australians are born and raised on fucking Vegemite.
And we're raised on pizza
with
and hamburgers.
on it.
Shut the fuck up. Pizza with hamburgers and french fries.
I'm just saying, Vegemite and Marmite's good. And I would put it on a pizza. I don't know if I'd put it on a pizza. Maybe I'd make... If I was making a pizza from scratch, I'd add it into the sauce. Because that's supposed to be pretty good. Like, using it to cook with, it just brings out, like, super flavors, basically.
You should ask Gordon Ramsay on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll just send him a picture of Vegemite and be like, eh?
Hey, what do you think?
Like, thumbs up, thumbs down. He's a Brit. I'll send a picture of Marmite.
He'd probably be like, you need to end yourself.
No, you know what? I think he'd be surprised. I think he'd acknowledge some use for it other than breakfast.
I bet, no, his only response would be why. Why would you put Marmite on pizza?
Well, I wasn't going to send him a picture of, like... I'll just send him a slice of pizza with just a jar of Marmite on top of it, not even spread on, just right there.
Idiot sandwich. That's all I can say.
I liked his tweet. Dude sent him a picture of a steak dinner. It was like 3 baby carrots and like a piece of beef jerky.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
piece of beef jerky.
It's what it looked like. And it said, "This is my school's steak entree." Yeah, what do you think? And his response was, "Change schools."
I don't know about you, but back in elementary school, you know, like on Fridays, they'd have like those rectangular cheese pizzas.
Yeah.
I fucking love those.
Yeah, dude, they taste like cardboard, but they were great for some reason. It was
so amazing back when I was a kid. Like if it like sometimes they'd have sausages on it.
Yeah.
They just put like sprinkles of sausages.
Dude, I remember Pizza Day, and it probably wasn't even sausage. It was like some mystery meat. Like it was probably horse or some shit.
I don't give a fuck. That was good.
I know, it was good. Well, we say good now, but
if I went back and started eating it again, I'd probably hate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's purely a nostalgia thing. If someone's to put those fucking like oddly perfect squares of pizza in front of us again,
I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd probably take a bite.
Yeah, but then you'd realize that it tastes like sandpaper and salt and
and shit.
Yeah, but there's the thing though. Back when we were kids, and still to this day, prisoners got fed better than public school children.
They did.
Yeah, this is still a thing now. Prisoners get more nutritiously varied meals than public school students.
So elementary kids are technically still they're in prison.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone who's gone through school, at least public schooling, can attest to the fact that it's a fucking prison. But
Yeah, you're surrounded by gates. You can't leave until you're supposed to.
well,
Technically, in a prison, you can't leave.
you can't leave unless
You get your own personal
really
jail
want
cell.
to.
It's called your parents' house.
back when I was still in high school. Do you remember you went there too? Do you remember Birdman?
Yeah, I remember.
He still
Birdman.
works there, I believe.
He still does.
Yeah, he's still a security guard there.
Oh my god!
I remember since our campus was a closed campus.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Our campus was a closed campus, but we didn't have gates all around, so by closed was in air quotes basically.
Yeah.
And we weren't supposed to leave, but you could, and there was really no way for them to stop you. So at lunch, I remember going, I'm like, I want to go to fucking Panda Express, which is across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking out by the auditorium, so like across that lawn and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The far auditorium, like the original auditorium, not like the sports one. It's on the other side.
Farditorium.
Yeah, like towards by the where the science building and shit was.
Yeah.
And I'm walking with a group of friends, and one of my friends just suddenly says, "Oh shit." And we're like, "What?" And we look around and we look behind us, and there's Birdman full on, like slow motion sprinting at us from across the way. And so we're like, "Fuck." That's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
It's not like you're gonna run. It's like he's already full on sprinting at you.
No, we ran.
Oh.
He couldn't catch us. Are you kidding? It was this Birdman we're talking about. The fucking...
Oh my god.
For those, of course, probably people don't know, at our high school, I'm not going to name names, but at our high school there is a security guard named Birdman, so anyone who went now all knows who we're talking about.
Anyone who would go to the school would know Birdman.
But there was a security guard named Birdman.
Not his actual name.
Not his actual
his
name.
first
obviously.
name Bird, his last name is Mann. Not
And,
affiliated with Marilyn Mann.
And he was a little off, to say the least, when it came to mental capacities. And he had a very hooked, long nose that looked like a beak, which is why it was called Birdman. There were so many different stories about how he became the way he was. Like the one I was told repeatedly was that he used to be normal.
What?
He used to be normal, and then he used to ref AYSO, and one day while reffing it, a kid kicked the ball really hard, and it nailed him in the face, and he was the way he was ever since. Because he got smacked in the face by a fucking soccer ball.
What?
I know, obvious bullshit.
And that same day, he quit, and then he got hired as security at that high school.
At that high school with full-on beak nose and questionable mental skills.
And then there you go.
I remember... I have so many stories about this dude. There was another one.
Keep them coming.
I will keep them coming. I was in English class, and this English class this year, we had a student teacher who was teaching the entire year, and she was like 24 years old, and she was hot. Okay,
not hot, but hot.
Hot. She was so hot.
That sounds so stupid. Hey, you see our English teacher inside? She's hot.
She's extra spicy.
She's hot.
She's hot.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
No, she was
she's hot.
She was hot.
What?
And every male student thought she was hot, and every non-student male thought she was hot, including Birdman. And so we're sitting in class, and Birdman and Big Joe come in.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Those are the weirdest. That's the weirdest
pair
of all time.
Big Joe just sitting there like
he doesn't give a fuck.
And then fucking
Big Joe doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know.
He's just staring at people and starts laughing for no reason. I'm like,
and
how do you still have your job, man?
And Birdman comes walking in, and Birdman has the hots for this teacher because everyone had the hots for this teacher. And so he does, in his mind, what he thinks is going to make him look cool, which is walking from the far end of the class where the door was to the front to ask her something. I forgot what he asked, but on the way there, he's walking hunched over with his hand by his radio like it's a gun. And just walking slow like this, like looking left and right at everyone. Yes, people, we went to a school that was half public school, half a sanatorium for the mentally challenged.
What the fuck?
All our security guards were oddballs.
I just remembered one time, like in high school, there was a security guard. There was this lady that was like, she couldn't fucking run.
Yeah, the lunch lady.
Yeah, no, was it the lunch
Yeah,
lady?
she was the lunch lady and a security guard.
Yeah, she was just rolling around in golf carts.
There was a time where she rolled by in her golf cart, and the golf cart groaned, and while it was groaning, I was with my friends. I was like, "Get off of me!"
That's so fucked up.
She didn't have legs.
Oh my god.
The things inside her pant legs was just rolls of fat she shoved in there. Oh. But anyway, back to Birdman. He walks up to her like he's got a gun. And he gets real close to her and puts his mouth to like her ear, and she's like standing there like, what the fuck is going on? And he whispers some kind of question, like, have you seen so-and-so or some shit? And she's just like, no. And he's like, okay. And he walks back to Big Joe, who's just been standing there like a statue the entire time.
You know what Big Joe reminds me of? One of those fucking Easter Island statues.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was going to say. He's the fucking Easter Island head.
He's just there.
And so he walks back, same thing, hand by his radio like it's a gun, hunched over like he's expecting to be attacked from any angle. And
what was he gonna do? Just point the damn like walkie-talkie at
I
their
have no
face?
fucking clue. I had no clue what was in Big Birdman's head. Not Big Joe. I was gonna say Big Joe. Birdman's head. I don't even think Birdman knew what was in his head half the time. And he walks to the door where Big Joe was standing, stops, turns to the left up and looks up at Big Joe and says, "Let's roll," and walks out. And Big Joe just like silently turns around and walks out. And the whole class, as soon as he left, just started busting up. And our teacher turns to us and goes and mouths the words "what the fuck" to us. Goes, "What the fuck?" Oh, Birdman was such a... All of those security guards, it was literally a fucking circus when you look back on it. Like, they were all sideshow freaks.
Well, back when I was in that school...
Yeah, I did.
Like,
I graduated from there several years ahead of you.
Yeah, like I think you probably graduated when I was like, I think a freshman or a sophomore.
Mm-hmm. I was
like,
class of 08.
Did Zach graduate in like 09 or 10?
10. You were 10, right, Zach? Yeah, 10.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I was 08. He was 10.
Okay, so...
You were...
I was a freshman when you graduated.
Oh, okay. I was king of the school, and you were in freshman.
Yeah, back when freshmen thought, you know, it would be really cool if you're friends with seniors.
Nah, dude, no one thought
Girls, you should date a senior. I heard that's really cool.
Oh no, our school is a little weird where we didn't have cliques. Everyone's sold like I was always propped from all those 80s movies and stuff like that high school was gonna have cliques. You'd have the jocks, you'd have the emos, you'd have like all these groups.
Like, you should probably stick to the modern day standard. There's fuckboys.
Yeah.
That's about it.
No, but our school didn't have any of that. Our school was just
when you graduated, yeah, but when I graduated,
they regressed to that shit.
There were fuckboys everywhere.
Oh, dude, when I graduated at a good time because when my whole 4 years there, it was just if you were friends with someone, you hung out with them. There was no, they'd be like, oh, and he's also on the football
there
team.
was that, but like there was like, you know, like the main plaza, like the main plaza area where that outside auditorium thing was. Like that's like the area where fuckboys would just like socialize, try to get with girls.
Fuckboys weren't a thing when I was there.
Yeah, but now fuckboys.
Now fuckboys are a thing.
They are a thing.
Fucking terrible. What would you equate them to? To the traditional, like...
I thought you were about to say to the nutritional.
To the nutritional. What's their nutritional value if you were to eat one? No, lots and lots of salt. If you were to equate them to the old standards of cliques, like jock, nerd, stuff like that, where would the fuckboys fall? Or are they just their own entity?
They'd have the physique of greasers, but the attitude of jocks. Like, as in for the attitude of a jock, they'd probably be like fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And then, like, the physique of greasers, they'd probably, like, dress similarly in some sort of way, I guess. Minus the greasy hair.
They're just douchebags.
Yes.
Douchebags, got it.
And then there's the YouTubers. They got their iPhone 7 Pluses, and they're like, hey guys, what's going on?
Is that an actual thing?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, if that's an actual thing
if that was an
nowadays,
actual thing at school, I'd probably be like...
I'd run up and smack the phone out of their hand and be like, you stop that.
Then that means you have to pay for their phone.
Fuck that.
Then you get in trouble for that.
We didn't have, like, security cameras. How are they going to know that I'd fucking knock that out of their hand?
Birdman's watching from his nest. Okay? He is eyeing at you.
Had them binoculars out.
He's got his birdhouse somewhere.
I know he was watching me because I ran for my lunch from him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like he was barreling down at me.
I felt like such a rebel when I was like in steel drums class in freshman year.
Steel drums class. That wasn't okay. I didn't.
I don't know. Like my dad kind of made me do something that was like, you need to do something that's like positive, and then it's like go take this class. And I'm like, I don't want to take an instruments class. Like, you better just learn something. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll take steel drums class. And believe it or not, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, but really, the logic there, you want me to do something positive by having me pick up a skill that's only good if I, like, work for, a tourist trap luau in Hawaii or some shit?
Yeah, or work at, like, I am, like, drawing blanks right now. Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can work at the Rainforest Cafe. There's probably a myriad of... What, you didn't join a sport or anything?
No.
I played football all 4 years there, as well as lacrosse the last 2 years. You know, I'm white. Had to play lacrosse.
Smack people's asses right on the way. Good job, Parson.
Broke a dude from Beverly Hills' hand.
Oh yeah, I think you told me about that.
Yeah, where he took his glove off and his fingers were in odd directions. Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude was a dick. Beverly Hills, if you went to that high school, maybe you're a nice person, but your athletes are pieces of shit.
People back in like the days, assholes.
Yeah, the coolest people, and these are two weird places to play against when you think of the sport lacrosse. I hated football, by the way. I hated my time in football. I hated the people I played with. I hated the coaches. Most of the coaches. Some of the coaches were cool. Lacrosse was a lot better for me because it was the first 2 years lacrosse was a thing there, and it was filled with people I'd known since like elementary school. So it was like just a group of friends playing lacrosse. But yeah, we played Beverly Hills. They're pieces of shit. Rich white people are assholes. And we also played. I don't remember the name of the school. It was in like South Central. Mm-hmm. All black team with a very nerdy, scrawny white coach. We were making fun of their coach, like on the field while we were playing. We'd be cracking jokes about their coach to their players, and they'd be laughing their asses off. Like he was yelling, like, pull it out, and one of our guys would be like, yeah, use the force, Luke, like, and shit like that. There was no respect for that coach, even amongst his own players. They were laughing their asses off, but they were cool guys. And then we played. Saw a dude get jumped on the way in, though. They were just getting out of school. Yeah. They were just getting out of school and we were arriving on the bus.
I'm just looking at Zach's reaction when he was going like this.
Eyebrow raise. And we were arriving by bus. They were just getting out of school, and these Hispanic students ran up on this black student and started beating the shit out of him.
The good old race problem
Yeah,
between Hispanics and black people.
all the people on the cross team, pretty cool dudes. And then we played Huntington Park, and Huntington Park was a bunch of cool, all Hispanic dudes. But they were cool guys. They took us to pizza afterwards, and we went and had pizza with them.
You're like, hey, want to know some really good pizza? Let's go to Pizza Loca.
No, we just went to a fucking like Pizza Hut / Wingstop or some shit.
A Pizza Loca.
Pizza Loca. I can't do a Hispanic accent.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
You probably can. You just can't like pinpoint it.
I can't roll. I can't roll my R's.
No.
I can't do it.
Oh, never mind. You can't do it then.
Yeah, exactly. I need to be able to roll my R's. I need to listen to like tutorials and learn how to roll my R's.
You can go to YouTube and look
Exactly.
at a tutorial
How to
your
roll
R's.
R's. Yes, I'm white, and then they'll show me.
R for like reefer.
Fuck yeah,
So
dude.
roll your weed. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about video games. I got sidetracked with high school.
That was,
I mean, lots of cool things happened.
people
in
told
high
me it was
school.
the best it would be the best 4 years of my life. My parents always told me it'd be the best 4 years. I'm like, okay, maybe for you it was the best 4 years, which is very
Probably
sad.
because there wasn't really much to do back in the day. So all you do is like socialize.
Because I mean, yeah. Also, back in the day,
School.
I think that there was a lot less delusions of grandeur amongst the population. Like now, kids, especially around here, think they can be anything. They can be YouTubers, they can be actors, they can be shit like that.
Definitely
And they
not
always
me.
they always aspire to these great lofty positions of wealth and fame. I think back in the day, especially from where my parents were from, like in a small town Oregon and stuff like that, it was like, you know, you got high school and then you go work in the coal mines, like fucking.
The dream.
Yeah, exactly. So I think to them, you know, that 4 years of, you know, just hanging out with friends and getting into hijinks was the best 4 years. For me, I fucking hated high school. Worst 4 years. Are you shitting me? High school sucked dick.
I mean, I had fun with high school except for sophomore year. Sophomore year of high school was terrible.
Why?
It's
What
like
happened
that
to
was
you?
the year when I decided, you know what, I'm not going to focus on my studies. I'm just going to try to get a girlfriend.
Oh,
It was terrible.
yeah.
I tried.
Failed.
Oh my god, it was bad.
So not only did you fail at
I failed at almost. I had 6 classes. I failed 5 of my classes with I think 3 Fs and 2 Ds,
Ooh.
and the only one that I got an A on was in PE.
So the class that you'd have to literally be a quadriplegic to fail,
Yeah,
you passed.
I passed. Oh, my dad was so pissed.
I can imagine.
He was so mad.
I had to take summer school one year.
I had to take summer school so many years.
I only had to do it once.
I did it so many times
It was
when I was a
shitty.
kid. I think I had to do I had to retake biology and English in summer school.
English is one of the ones I had to retake English in a math class in my summer school.
Yeah, but like for biology, fucking PE teacher was our biology teacher, and I'm like, what are you doing here, man?
Amantor? No, he was an English teacher.
No. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that guy. He's a weirdo. Anyways,
He was one of our coaches in football.
I know.
He tried to kill a gopher with a football.
What the fuck?
He stopped practice. And because a gopher popped up in the hole because the gophers had been plaguing our practice field for a while, and we were a freshman. I was a freshman at this time. He was coaching the freshman team, and he stopped practice. He said, "Everyone stop!" And the gopher's got his like head just. You know, he's looking around, he's out of the hole, and just fucking Amantorp and his fat, pudgy white body is creeping up from behind on this gopher with the ball just getting progressively higher and higher, him raising it, getting ready to throw. Throws and misses. Gopher fucking takes off. Our punter later sprains his ankle stepping in a gopher hole.
Oh my god.
They're like, fucking...
This is exactly why.
This is your fault, Amantorp. You couldn't kill it. You couldn't end the cycle.
Fuck, what was I talking about?
You were talking about summer school.
Oh, right. No, like this guy was a PE teacher from West.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say the actual high school because I'm just going to say West. because it's known as West High. But like out of nowhere, like in the middle of our biology class, we're talking about positives and negatives or some shit. I don't really remember. He's like, all right, what would you prefer, ass or tits? And I'm like,
I don't see a negative here, but
he's like, you gotta pick one. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of biology class is this?
dude, summer school, if I remember correctly, was just utter bullshit.
It was. Because it's just like, you're here, just fucking do your work, and then just you'll pass.
I think the English we did, the English one I took, we literally just had to read one book that was like 200 pages long, and then that was all we did
Oh my god.
all summer. It was so bullshit. It was such a stupid fucking book, too. I think it was a Hispanic book about a pearl.
A pearl?
Yeah. It was like, I don't know, a kid going to be fishing on the sea off the shore and gets like a clam that's a very large clam with like the biggest pearl he's ever seen. I don't fucking remember. Fucking, Mexicans and their pearls.
It's like Little Mermaid.
Except there was a decisive lack of mermaids and anything other than a boy and his pearl.
Yeah.
But
A boy and his pearl, The Little Mermaid. A boy and his chanclas. Anyways, I'm gonna go talk about Humble Bundle, or Humble the company, not just a bundle. They did a Freedom Bundle not too long ago, and 100% of the proceedings would go to the ACLU.
yeah.
And they just ended the bundle, and they raised $6.43 million.
It's a shit ton of money.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Especially
lot of
with
games.
how Humble Bundle is pretty cheap for them to raise that much money.
Yeah.
A lot of people fucking bought the bundle.
Yeah, a lot of people did. I wanted to buy it too, but I have no fucking money.
Yeah.
I have no money, so...
Yeah, moving into a new house does that.
Yeah, and buying a lot of furniture, and buying silverware, and buying glassware, and buying food.
Yeah, but food, you had enough money to get a loaf of bread and bologna.
Loaf of bread, bologna, and don't forget the most important one.
The Kraft singles.
Provolone cheese, man. Fuck,
dude.
I'm not gonna go out my way and be like, you know what sounds really good right now? Some fucking single slice cheddar cheese.
Yes. No, dude. First of all, it's not cheddar cheese, it's American cheese.
Oh shit.
Get it right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under cheese. Fucking that's the best part of a bologna sandwich. Bologna is already a mystery meat as it is, like a low quality meat. You got to go with the low quality cheese.
So you go for American.
You go for American cheese.
If you want low quality, go American.
On some things, yes.
Low quality, yes. Cheap, yes.
Dude, I mean, fuck. They don't have Japan cheese.
The way you pronounce that.
A Japan
cheese.
Japan cheese. That just like turned into something completely different. Japan cheese.
Japan cheese.
Oh. Oh. All it is fucking facials. I just turn around and
Like,
I just
half
see
the time
facials.
I'm just staring at Zach's facial expressions to see what he'll do. He's just going like...
He's got that like Ethan like fucking eyebrow thing going on. Like
What's going on here? Final Fantasy 14. Ooh.
Hey, Final Fantasy 14 is fucking fun, dude. It's fun.
Opinions may vary.
I just got to level 50 with my botanist. Okay? I can chop down trees with the best of them, even though I've got 10 more levels to go, because 60 is the cap.
I mean, I'm a level 3 now. I mean, yeah, my HP is going up pretty steadily.
My interest is going. You need to play.
My level's over 9,000.
You need to play. We're gonna get you to play 14. You can play it on your PS4.
No, I'm not gonna fucking play 14.
Yeah, you should play 14.
I'm playing 14.
That's great. It's pretty good. Why you're just fucking playing the video? It's just on repeat on the fucking phone sitting on the.
It's Snapchat, man.
Oh, I didn't even know it was Snapchat.
Oh my god. Leave me alone. They're fine.
Oh, no, I just thought you were just gonna have it continuously play for the rest of the podcast
No.
to distract us. You wanted to get that glorious
No.
clip.
Ugh.
Did you see the new Persona 5 trailer today?
Oh, for the Velvet Room thing?
Yeah,
It's nice. I like how they fuse personas by like literally executing them.
Yeah, fucking putting them in guillotines.
It's like,
hanging
oh,
them
you
on the
can't be head.
gallows.
Oh, I don't want to be head Jack Frost. It's like it's okay because you can electrocute him
Yeah.
and hang him.
You can
I'm
put
like,
them
oh,
in a fucking
good.
electric chair.
Oh, goody! Just the way I want to do it.
That and the fucking penis monster is going to be in it.
Oh, Nara.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come completely uncensored. Like they haven't changed a single
Veins and everything.
thing. Yeah, no, it said it literally said that you'll be able to see him in all his veiny glory.
And high quality.
High H2.
Mostly preferred on PlayStation 4.
Damn straight.
Not on a PS3. Come on, man. This is
Other than that, I didn't know you could do the whole combining. It kind of seems like it's almost like a the whole like gimmick in most mobile game kind of things. And,
Fusion.
yeah, like when you play games that revolve around you collecting heroes and stuff on your phone, like the Fire Emblem game. If you get multiples of the same one or something, like you feed them to the one you want to make stronger.
Yeah, that's not vor or anything.
Well, they don't actually eat it. You like jubba them down into fucking like energy and
In audio
suck
form, I
it
wouldn't
up.
know what that would mean.
Juba Juba. It comes with me taking both my hands, putting them close to each other, and wiggling my fingers.
He's doing voodoo magic.
I got friends on the other side.
Stop. You're not black.
No, I'm very aware of that. Thank you. Like, look at. You know what?
Bitch, I could be.
I've been colorblind my whole life. Thanks for opening my eyes that this color that I see isn't black.
Yeah, dude, no problem.
Because I thought I was like fucking like azure red or some shit.
You own like a black phone. You're talking on a black mic.
and
then it's connected to a black laptop, and you're wearing a black shirt
with a black dude staring at it. I thought I was black. I mean, you can understand the mix up here.
Oh wow, it's like, what the fuck? Why are you calling me white?
Like exactly. Like I don't like Stephen Colbert. I don't see color. People tell me I'm white, and I believe them because I don't get harassed by the police. Speaking of trailers, Double Fine released a trailer for their new game called Ooblets.
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 That just sounds like something Zach would just say out of nowhere. Like you wake
That
up one
sounds like
morning and then he's like, Ooblets!
I was thinking it's more
And
like
then you know why? It's because who the fuck's the head guy of Double Fine? Tim Schafer?
Tim Schafer, yeah.
He probably passed by the house and he's like, Ooblets. Ooblets.
Because he's driving by this house all the
Ooblets, and he's walking all the way to
He's
San
like-
Francisco in his office. Ooblets.
He's walking
and
from
he's just
here
like
to San
chanting to the office. You're like, what are you doing? I have just thought of a new name for a game. Ooblets.
Yeah, and then they're like, "That's great, Tim, but why have you been gone for like 2 weeks?" Oh, I was walking from Southern California to Northern California.
Tim,
Why?
you own like a really big company. You could have just taken like a plane, or if not, taken like a fucking.
I was walking by
I
this house.
needed exercise.
I was walking by. He does. He is a big man.
You should tell that to Guillermo del Toro.
Well, I fucking love Guillermo del Toro, and if he gets any skinnier, I'll hurt inside. He's exactly the way he's supposed to be. That's the way he's supposed to look.
He's supposed to be like that.
Guillermo del Toro is amazing. He's a
I
godsend.
mean, I didn't say he was a bad person.
Oh, no,
I just
I
said
didn't.
like that's how he's always been.
No, it's not how he's always been. He used to be skinny. He used to be like one of them like Hispanic heartthrob kind of fucks.
We're all kind of fucks. Gotcha.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different kind of fucks out there in this world.
Yeah, but this one was the Hispanic heartthrob type. I believe so. That or it might have been his like brother. Whoever was in fucking the Usual Suspects or whatever.
Ah.
But yeah, speaking of Double Fine, they released and trailers. They released a trailer for the game called Ooblets, and looks like they're trying their hand at the whole farming simulator.
I would
style
assume
play.
something naming a game called Ooblets would involve like farming or something.
Yeah, it's very like it from the beginning of the trailer. It seems very like Harvest Moon-esque, with like a Double Fine kind of twinge to it. So it's less Eastern and more Western looking. and then like halfway through though, when you like pick your crops, it showed when you're picking your crops, they become these little fucking creatures. They're not like normal crops. And then you have these creatures fight each other in what looks very similar to like Ni no Kuni kind of shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like you grow these creatures that you like train and raise.
What the
So
fuck?
it's like one half fucking like Stardew Valley and the other half Ni no Kuni. Like,
That's weird.
yeah, all with like Double Fine like esque looks.
I wonder
and
if they
humor.
make a sequel. I wonder if they'll call it Doublets.
Only problem is that we're probably not going to get to play it because it's only releasing on Steam and Xbox One.
I mean, I am saving up to go get a PC.
Oh, okay.
So
Then you can play it on PC.
I could play it on PC
I could unfuck my current PC and play it on that,
and refuck it.
and then refuck it. Yeah, it's the porn, dude. It's the viruses for days. I'm getting them virtual STDs.
I thought the Trojan horse was the condom. I didn't think it was a virus.
It's a very weak condom. It's when you get in there and then you're like, surprise! Everything bursts out.
And everything just fucks up in the long run.
Yeah, but it only said it was releasing for Steam and Xbox One, which is a shame. I like Double Fine stuff, and why would you choose? Why leave PS4 out of the deal? If you're doing PC and Xbox One, what kind of deal
I
could
would
you not
assume
have
it'd
made?
be like a Windows thing, or Microsoft said. They probably paid a lot more money just to have it like console exclusive on Xbox.
Yeah, but it's not even console exclusive. It's releasing on Steam. They have nothing to do with Windows.
But isn't Steam
Valve.
part of PC?
No, Steam's got Mac, Linux, and PC clients.
But they're all computers, right?
Yeah, but they're
But is
different
it-
companies.
But what about console?
What do you mean? What about console?
I'm saying that it would be a console exclusive. Okay.
Oh, when it comes to consoles only, yes,
Yes.
it's only on Xbox One.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
usually
meant.
when you say console exclusive, you mean it's only coming to that console and nothing
I mean, that's
else.
what they said for Street Fighter V. They had PS4, and then they had this stupid logo that says console exclusive, and then it said, "Oh, it's coming to PC
Oh,
too."
that actually, I saw that fucking. You know, Street Fighter V added artificial load time.
What?
Like literally, when you load into a match, your game was actually done loading a bit ago, but they continued loading. I think to just have more on the character selector, like show their animations or some shit like that. A person released a patch for it, like a fan patch for like the PC version that cuts out all the like the artificial load time. So literally, like loading is that quick.
Wow. I didn't think it would be that quick.
Well, not like that, but it's literally like
It's a lot faster.
it's like start loading, loaded,
Wow.
compared to fucking what it is now, which is start loading and then fucking a while later it's loaded. It's just stupid that a company would put artificial load time into the game.
Why the fuck you lying? I'm sorry, this isn't 2016. What am I doing?
I thought we wanted to leave that year behind,
Yeah, right.
even though I mean, objectively, this year isn't shaping up to be any better.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Yeah, exactly. That sucks for you. I've been around you like multiple times for the last couple of weeks since you've been sick, and I still have yet to catch it.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot worse last Friday though,
Mm-hmm.
when everyone was here.
Yeah, even then I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone
like
got
that
it.
one. Yeah, no, I don't think. Thankfully, nobody got it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just my own self sickness.
Yeah.
Good.
You're gonna have to go back to the doctor again for this sickness.
What? Nah.
Like you're getting better?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I feel a lot better than last Friday.
Well,
That's
yeah.
for damn sure.
You just gonna have a lingering cough or something?
Yeah, it's just gonna go around for about like
You got
a more
you got
week or
that
two.
that bronchitis.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you have bronchitis, you need to go to the doctor and get fucking medication for it because it's bacterial infection. You need anti. Whatever I'm blanking on the name of whatever the medication for bacteria infections is.
Mucinex DM.
That stupid ass. What was that? What was the allergy medication that had the Spanish bee?
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
The Spaniard bee that was
Oh!
like trying to rape your nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
I completely
Like
forgot.
Pepe
about
Le
that.
Pew for your nostrils. Like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember
I know
either.
exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of that fucking
that
D.
shitty ass fucking like 3D.
It's
rendering.
it's that discount B movie motherfucker.
Hey,
It's
wow,
the
no.
not Jerry Seinfeld.
He might have been doing. He might have done a better job than Jerry Seinfeld did.
Did you know that like they're actually Jerry Seinfeld said that he'd be more than okay to do a sequel to B movie.
You know what? I think the internet would want him to because
Yeah,
it's
they would
already
want-
a fucking meme. So they'd make number 2. My only fear is that when these celebrities realize that there's like an underground hit on one of their works, even if it's a perversion of what they intended, like the current meme for B movie, that they try to tap into that, and they're so out of touch with the internet culture that they do a terrible fucking job about it. Well, I guess that can in itself be turned into another meme.
Yeah. I mean, anything can be turned into a movie now. I mean, they're making a fucking emoji movie.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't
And they're
know.
making a fucking Monster Hunter movie.
Oh yeah. I remembered you telling me about
Yep,
that.
Rathalos is gonna trapeze all around fucking Los Angeles. It's so stupid. So fucking stupid.
This is coming from a Monster Hunter fan. He is pissed.
It's such a stupid decision.
He is pissed.
I already ranted about this, but it's such a stupid decision. Why not make a fucking actually flesh out a fantasy world? People like fantasy movies. Lord of the Rings primed everyone's butthole for the fantasy fucking. And
What the fuck are you talking
and
about?
I'm just trying to say that, you know, audiences nowadays, you know, they like a good fantasy movie. No one, it's no longer relegated to the realm of being a nerd. Like, fantasy is like everyone can be into fantasy nowadays. It's glorious. It's beautiful. Reading The Hobbit doesn't instantly make you a fucking social reject.
I don't know about that.
Shut up, dude. That's like one of my favorite books. I've read it like 10 times. I have a little copy that's about this big with gold leaf pages. It was like a leather binding and everything. Like,
Let us venture on to the land of Moneyball.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Don't you remember that fucking Neil Cicerega video of the guide to the Lord of the Rings?
Oh yes.
Come on, man. There's Anya and Airhorn, Beowulf.
Oh, those fucking videos are
That shit cracks me up
so
every
good.
time I watch
They're
it.
so good. I'm just trying to say that they could have done very well with just, you know, setting it in the world that whatever fucking world Monster Hunter actually is set in, and you know, had a movie that way. Instead, they didn't want to spend the money on all the fucking sets, I guess, and computer generation they'd need to do on top of putting fucking giant monsters in LA. So they just decided to throw it in the real world.
So we're the tiny cats that are dressed up like Mario and Luigi, holding giant fucking like wooden hammers.
They have to. They have the Malinxes and Phalanxes. They have to be. They have to be in there somewhere. That's a fan thing. Even as shitty as the movie's gonna be with what they decide to do
Dude,
with it.
and I said this before, and I'm gonna say this again, and I still defend my fucking point.
Yeah.
Any movie that's based off a video game is gonna fucking suck. No matter what.
What about like the Resident Evil movies?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like any of them?
No,
The first couple ones were just
I
first
didn't-
couple ones. I don't think anyone.
I was forced to watch the second movie
Oh.
because my cousin wanted to watch it.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
I will-
Well, watch it with me. I told you I don't want to watch it, but whatever. I don't.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm not going to sit here and say that those movies were good, but they were passable. They weren't terrible, like Uwe Boll movies or this upcoming Monster Hunter movie. They were passable. Though no one you watched it because you wanted to see what's her name, Lilu from The Fifth Element, be all fucking hot and shit, and
And
So tell me, why'd you like this movie? Because that Lilu from The Fifth Element is fucking hot and shit.
yeah, dude, and she fucking did a bunch. It was literally like Rambo, the same thing. Very little plot, or at least if there was a plot, it was very incoherent, and it was just action and titties. I mean, that's what you watched it for. I mean, I don't think there's that much titties in Rambo. It's just pure fucking gunfire from start to end.
Of course.
But yeah, I think that's the reason to watch it. I think if you watch those movies expecting like a good story, like an epic story and stuff, you're an idiot.
No.
Yeah, no one actually watched it.
Not.
They watched it for Milla Jovovich or whatever her last name
Like
is.
Mortal Kombat movie, garbage.
Did
Street
give us-
Fighter movie, what the fuck?
I agree.
The Rise of Chun-Li, there was a sequel.
Yeah,
Fucking sucked.
I agree that the Double Dragon movie, Double Dragon,
Sucked. Hitman, Agent 47. Why was that even a fucking thing?
I like Timothy Oliphant. I'm just gonna keep saying I like Timothy Oliphant.
It doesn't matter if you like the actor. The movie itself was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't the greatest of movies. Again, I don't think it was absolutely terrible. I wouldn't go that far. Normally, I'm very harsh on movies. I don't know. Maybe it's because I actually bought it.
No.
and I
You
made
need
a
to stretch
mistake.
that. You're not just very harsh on movies. You're very harsh on horror movies because that's your thing.
That is my thing. I am very harsh on. No, I'm harsh on all movies, dude. I can't. If I swear to God, if you come up to me and say that you like the Transformer movies, I will fucking punch you in the nose. I will punch you in the nose and fuck your ear, like
That's a
with my
really
voice.
Weird, that's a weird threat.
with my voice. Yeah, if you actually like those, if you think those movies are good movies, go fucking kill yourself.
I'd like to point that out that he said that.
not
I had nothing to do with that.
not Bruce.
I had nothing to do
Yeah.
with that. But that being said,
Bruce maintains that you can like what you want to like. We're all different, and
yeah,
individualism
if
is
you,
good.
If you like the Transformers movies, good for you. They're kind of watered down like crazy.
If you like the and then okay, that's Bruce talking.
Okay, look, I watched the first one when I was younger. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not bother watching it again because I already watched it.
The first one, I can
know
give
why?
you a little leeway on the first one.
Because Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
That is the only reason.
I like
why.
Shia LaBeouf. I'm just gonna say I like Shia LaBeouf. Because I like him better now that he's a psycho. But I'll give you a little bit of pass on the first one. First one was passable, was decent. As a lot of starts of trilogies.
To be fair, that was the only one I watched.
Yeah, although don't watch the rest. Especially don't watch Age of Extinction, whatever the fuck it was called, with dinosaurs and fucking Transformer dinosaurs and what's his name? He was Roseanne's husband. Sorry.
Ooh, Roseanne's wife.
Roseanne's husband in her TV show, Roseanne.
Oh, Roseanne show and that TV show called Roseanne.
Yeah. What was it? What was her husband's name?
I don't know, man. I don't watch Roseanne.
No, but everyone knows her husband in that.
You mean John Goodman?
Yes, John Goodman. John Goodman voices one of the Transformers in that movie, Age of Extinction or whatever, and he phones it in so goddamn hard. He realizes that I don't want to be part of this, so he just literally spews monotoned one-liners every time they show him, and that's it. That's the extent of his dialogue.
I had more fun on set than.
And I like you, Marky Mark, but I don't like your fucking. Stay away from Transformers. You're just gonna hurt yourself. Your image.
I don't think he likes being called Marky Mark anymore.
Dude, fucking
That's
Mark
like a-
Wahlberg.
No, dude, that's like a past trend. you
Okay,
know?
Mark Wahlberg. Stay away from. Keep doing Ted movies or something like.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. Huh?
Yeah, he was in there with fucking Seth MacFarlane. But yeah, if you like the Transformer movies past the first one, and you're older than the age of 15, go walk off the nearest bridge. That's me talking.
Yeah, that's him talking.
That's me talking.
So keep that in mind. So if you like watching all those movies, hey, go for it. I don't care. It's not my problem.
No, I'm very harsh on movies. I think that's probably why because I started as a film major.
Oh,
So, I'm pretentious. I'm an elitist, and I'm an asshole. It all comes with the territory. I heard that fucking nose exhale that he did when I said that too. Yeah, so I can be very harsh when it comes to movies, especially horror movies, because it's my favorite genre. Where the fuck were we going with this? How did we even get to this?
I don't know, but I think this is a good time to end.
I need to stop ranting all the time. I feel like I'm taking up like 90% of the airwaves with my rant.
You're just speaking the truth.
A disclaimer: truth is used subjectively here. He doesn't actually agree. Like, Trevor's opinions are not the opinions of Leftover Fruit, and as a whole,
It's just based on the individual.
yeah. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
But good night, Night Vale.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good podcast. Watch that. Like, listen to that podcast if you can.
Good night.